What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Max Steel. Let's begin today's lesson in the center page with the inside edge of the helmet. We're going to start right in the middle with a point. Now from here it's going to bend this out and then up towards the left. Go back to the center, bend this out and then up towards the right, towards the same height. Now from here it's going to bend the side, going down and then in towards the jaw. Let's draw two straight angle lines coming down and in towards the chin. We're going to leave a gap in the center. Then we're going to add a point, going up and then in. Let's add a thick trim along the outside. So we're going to step in from the top, follow that same curve, coming all the way down towards the bottom. Now let's draw in the visor. Starting in the center, we're going to step down. Again, follow that same curve going up toward the top. Then from here, draw a short angle line going up and then in. Follow that same curve going up towards the top. Let's work our way down the side, coming down and then in. Let's draw a short angle line, coming down. I'm going to go straight up with a short line. And we just want to pull this down and then in towards the center. Let's add a seam. Starting underneath the visor, come down and in. I'm just going to angle this down and then in towards that bottom point of the chin. Let's go back up to the top of the seam, curve this down and in. And bend this back up. Now let's flatten off the chin along the outside, going straight across. Follow this curve, going all the way out and then up towards the jaw. Now I'm just going to work our way across the side of the head. Again, follow that same curve, going up towards the top. And I'll round out the top of the head. Now, from the center of the head, let's step up, start with another point. Now from here, it's going to bend this out and then up to the top of the head. In the center, angle this up and then out. And we're going to draw a curve like the bottom of the circle, going out and then back up. Now with the head complete, let's move down and draw on the side of the body. We'll start over on the left side, then it's out and then down towards the hip. Line that up on the right side. From the hips, we're going to bend this in and then down. And we'll just taper that up and then out back towards the hips. Now we're going to add that symbol in the center of the body. Let's start with a straight line going across the top. From the ends, bend this down and then in towards the center. Let's go up to the top, angle this up and then out. Bend this around and then in towards the bottom. Curve this up. No, angle this back down and in towards the side. Now I'm going to move down and draw two straight angle lines. Coming in. From the outside, we're just going to draw a hook. Coming down and in. I'm just going to flatten off the inside. In the center of the body, we're going to draw a V. Coming down and up. Coming down and in. Bend this out and back down towards the hips. Now we're going to draw a V in the center of the body. Down the middle, and back up, go to the hips, and draw another one. Now from that center point, let's move down and draw a curve, going up and then down. Leave a gap in the center, go to the left side, we're going to bend the leg, going out and down towards the left heel, go to the right, go out and down towards the right heel. And then we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. Let's start with the left side. Down and then up. From the outside of the foot, we're going to curve this up, bend this down, aiming towards the heel, draw an angle line coming in. Now let's go back to the hips. We're going to curve the leg going out and then down on top of the feet. Let's add a trim across the bottom of the foot. We're going to take this curve, step up, and just trace that across on both sides. And then on the toe, it's going to angle this down towards the bottom. Let's add a toe cap. Starting from the outside, bend this in and then down. Now let's go back and add some more detail to the legs. Starting from the inside of the leg, bend this out and then up. Come down and then back in. And then from the outside of the leg, about halfway, bend this up and then in, bend this back out. Let's line this up on the right. Go up toward the top, and then back down. Now we're going to add the knee pad in this area. Just going to follow that curve coming down along the outside and inside. Angle this down and in towards the bottom, and then flatten that off. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start by tracing out the top, down towards the bottom. Now we're going to go back up to the top and draw on the arms. Let's start halfway between the head and the hip. Right here, and bend the arm going out and down towards the wrist. From the wrist, draw a small half circle for the thumb. Close off the end with a bracket. Now I want to add 3 fingers on either side. Let's start from the bottom of the thumb, coming down and up around that bracket. Go to the side, add the second finger, and then the third finger. Just going to pull this up and then in underneath the head. Let's go to the inside of the arm. I'm just going to add a seam, going across and then up. From the outside, bend this down and then in towards the wrist. Let's add another seam. From here, bend this out and then up towards the outside of the arms. Come down and then in on top of the fingers. I'm just going to round this out, going up and then back in towards the thumb. Now let's move up, draw another seam going across, bend this up and then in underneath the head. And we're going to add one more seam across the outside of the arm, going up and then in. And then we'll sign our art and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. There's a cartoon illustration of Max Steel. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you do, please be sure to subscribe for more videos each day where I'll show you how to draw different characters just like this. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.